Two people sleep in the exact same bed. One wakes up with bites all over their arms, their neck, their ankles. The other one, nothing. Not a single mark. So what is actually happening here? Because this isn't just a weird coincidence. There are real, specific reasons why bed bugs target some people and leave others completely alone. We're going to go through 5 of them today, and by the end of this, you'll understand something about your own body that most people never think about. So let's get into it. The first reason has to do with your skin, specifically the bacteria living on it. Your skin is covered in billions of microorganisms, bacteria mostly. They live in your pores, and they're constantly breaking down the oils and sweat your body produces. When they do that, they release tiny chemical compounds into the air around you. These compounds have a smell, and that smell is basically your personal biological signature. It's part of what makes your body odor uniquely yours, even if you can't detect it yourself. Now here's where bed bugs come in. Bed bugs don't have eyes that work particularly well. What they're doing is following chemical signals, heat and carbon dioxide. They're picking up on the invisible cloud of information your body is constantly sending out. And the bacteria on your skin are a huge part of that signal. Research into this area found that the specific mix of bacteria you carry can make you either more or less detectable to insects that hunt by smell. Some people have a skin microbiome that produces compounds insects find very attractive. And you didn't choose your microbiome. It's shaped by your genetics, your diet, where you live, what products you use on your skin, even the people you spend time with. So when 2 people are sleeping in the same bed and one is getting bitten more, part of what's happening is that their skin is essentially broadcasting a stronger or more appealing signal. The other person's skin chemistry just isn't as interesting. But here's the thing, some people are getting bitten just as much, and they just don't know it. This is the second reason, and it surprises a lot of people when they hear it. The bites you see on your skin, those aren't actually caused by the bite itself. They're caused by your immune system reacting to the bed bug's saliva. When a bed bug feeds on you, it injects a small amount of saliva into your skin. Your body detects that saliva as a foreign substance and mounts an immune response. The bite mark is basically your body's alarm system going off. But not everyone's alarm system is the same. Some people have immune systems that react very strongly to bed bug saliva, and they wake up covered in visible, itchy welts. Other people have immune systems that barely react at all. The bite happens, the saliva goes in, and the body just kind of shrugs. Studies have actually found that about 30% of people don't develop any visible reaction to bed bug bites. So if you're sleeping next to someone and they have no bites and you're covered in them, it doesn't necessarily mean the bed bugs are skipping them. They might be getting bitten just as often, but their body isn't showing you the evidence. But there's also something much simpler going on that people don't usually think about, and it has to do with where you're sleeping in the room. This is the third reason, and it's about bedroom geography. Bed bugs don't spread out evenly across a room. They cluster. They nest in specific spots close to where they feed, and they prefer tight, dark spaces. The seams of a mattress, in the cracks of a bed frame, behind baseboards near the bed. These are their home bases, and when they come out to feed, they don't travel very far. They move a few feet at most, find a host, feed, and go back. So if one person in a bed sleeps closer to the wall where the infestation started, that person is going to get bitten more. And because bed bugs are creatures of habit, they tend to feed from the same host repeatedly once they've found a reliable source. Now, all of this raises an obvious question. If bed bugs are biting you, why don't you wake up? Why don't you feel it happening? That brings us to the fourth reason. Bed bugs are, in a very real sense, performing tiny biological surgery on you while you sleep. And they've evolved to be extraordinarily good at it. When a bed bug bites, it doesn't just puncture your skin. It uses two separate tubes. One tube injects saliva into the wound, the other draws blood back out. And that saliva it's injecting, it contains a cocktail of compounds that includes both an anesthetic and an anticoagulant. The anesthetic numbs the area so you don't feel the bite. The anticoagulant thins your blood so it flows more easily, and the bug can feed faster. This is why you almost never wake up during a bed bug feeding. The bug lands on you, numbs the spot, feeds for anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes, and then retreats. The reason some people feel it more than others comes back to that immune response we talked about. If your body reacts strongly to the saliva, the itching and inflammation can be intense enough to wake you up. But the fifth reason is the one I think is the most unexpected, and it's more psychological than biological. Here's what happens. Someone in a household discovers they have bed bugs, or even just suspects they might, and almost immediately they start itching. They feel crawling sensations on their skin. They're convinced something is on them. This is a real documented phenomenon. It's sometimes called delusory parasitosis in its more extreme form. But even in mild cases, the research is clear. Thinking about insects on your skin can trigger genuine physical sensations of itching and crawling. It's not imaginary in the sense of being fake. Your nervous system is actually producing those sensations in response to the thought. It's the same reason that just reading about lice makes your scalp itch, or why you might feel something on your leg the moment someone mentions spiders. There's also something called contagious itching, where seeing someone else scratch triggers the urge to scratch yourself. Studies have shown that even watching a video of someone itching is enough to make most people start scratching. So in a household dealing with bed bugs, or even just worried about them, the person who's most anxious about it often reports the most symptoms, even if they're not the one being bitten most.